everyone, this is Intuitive Edge. Welcome to my channel. This is where we take an intuitive look at what's going on in our world. So I wanted to weigh in on a tragic story that we heard the other day that came out of Mexico, where a family was basically ambushed by what appears to be Mexican cartels, and they were brutally slaughtered, and women and children were killed, and a pretty horrific details of what happened. I won't go into those here. You can read those for yourself, but it was quite brutal and violent. Now, what I found interesting was President Trump's tweet a few hours after this took place, basically saying, hey, Mexico, if you want the United States to help you fight this, just let us know and we'll come help you out. Basically, sometimes you need an army to fight an army is what President Trump said, and basically kind of left the ball in the president of Mexico's court. If you want our help, let us know. We'll come help. I thought that was interesting. I kind of wanted to take a look at this. So I laid out a couple cards. I was just kind of getting a feel for things, and it got some kind of interesting cards on it. Basically, it looked like there might be some activity coming from the United States, but I decided I'm going to shuffle up again, focus my intent on this, and do a video on it. So here's what came up. My first question that I have written out is, will the cartel members responsible be brought to justice? Now, the first card that I had on this question, I had the Five of Swords, which is a conflict. This time around, I have the Four of Swords. And this is a card of kind of taking time out, taking a break, going into hiding, perhaps taking rest. So perhaps I'm wondering if this might be being pursued or running, kind of being in a conflict and not, because this recovery card is like taking time or a break. Now, I also asked, what was this family specifically targeted? Because some of the news reports were saying, oh, it was just the cartel's mistaken identity. They thought they were someone else. But were these people specifically targeted? Now, we have a major arcana on this, and major arcanas carry a little bit more weight in a reading, and asking that specific question, was this family specifically targeted, and getting a major arcana, this is the 14 card, the Temperance card. I'm wondering if that is saying that yes, there was some reason that this family in particular was specifically targeted. In other words, it wasn't just random, and it wasn't mistaken identity. Now, the reasons why, I didn't ask that here, but that might be interesting to look at as well, is to maybe those looking into this, why, what motive could there have been for the cartels to attack this family? And because it doesn't make sense that they would kill women and children. That's not, you wouldn't mistake women and children for drug cartels. Unless they were cartels, women and children. But then again, there's pieces of this that don't quite add up in the story that's out there. And the third question I asked, will the United States get involved? Now, the first time I asked this earlier, I got the card of activity, which is the Knight of Wands. So that's a messenger telling us there's more to this, there's more to the story. Keep digging or pay attention to what comes next. So will the United States get involved? This card in this deck with the keyword crossroads, I kind of wonder if there's something that the United States might be waiting on, or some type of signal. Makes me think there's something going on behind the scenes with it. May take some time or maybe some pieces, but with that Knight of Wands, to pay attention to that. Also, the Knight of Wands on this spread came on the bottom of the pack. So that's kind of underneath this. So I think there is some activity regarding the United States involvement somehow related to this, whether it's providing intelligence or actually helping. But let's see what the other cards coming out on this. Then I have two more questions. Will the United States go to war with the cartels? Now, this one is the Emperor. Major Arcana. Will the United States get involved and go to war with the cartels? That's quite possible. Again, I don't know if this is like a full-scale military invasion or if this is on the periphery, but having that order card, the Emperor, on that question, Major Arcana, makes me think that the United States is possibly preparing or being ready for some type of military response, okay? Now, the final outcome for those responsible. We have the Tower card. Tower card, I mean, if you think about the destruction, so those responsible are probably going to be pursued and will probably meet their end and their destruction. And again, that's 3 major arcanas that came out in a 5-card spread. So I would say that does not look good for those who were involved in this massacre of that family. Looks like they will meet a destructive end, at least. And possible, maybe thanks to the United States military possibly getting involved. So that's the way it looks to me right now. We'll see what happens with this story. I'm going to try to continue to follow it, even though it may drop out from the headlines in the news. Lots of other stuff going on. But I'm going to try to continue to monitor this because I think there's some activity that we're going to be seeing on this front. Okay, so that's all I have for this one. I appreciate you stopping by my channel. If you liked it, leave a like. Please like and subscribe. And we'll catch you next time. Bye for now.